it wasn't just out. He whipped out the alleged substance as if it was a pack of annihilators. Like he whipped it out like it was
y'all want to
I get it. People party how they party, but play boy, you can't be caught on camera whipping out the party favors. So yesterday we made some jokes about Stefon Diggs and Cardi B, who are now in some sort of relationship, being on a boat in Miami with a sea full of big booty women, calling Stefon Diggs daddy. But I don't think either of us was aware that Diggs whipped out what is now being identified as a Class A narcotic potentially and allegedly. Samaria, what are your thoughts on what Stefon Diggs is alleged to have been in possession of and what head coach Mike Vrabel said about his players making great decisions?
Yeah, so as someone who has covered Mike Vrabel for a couple of years while he was in Tennessee, I know that is the last thing that he wants to talk about. He does not want to be talking about what his players are doing off the field, right? Like that is a stain. He doesn't even want you to ask him about what's going on in the locker room. If it's not on the field, don't talk to me. And so I felt like when they signed Stefon Diggs back in March, everyone talked about how much of a professional he is, how much of a leader he is in the locker room. Like, we're going to talk football here. He's a leader in the locker room. They really don't have any depth in that wide receiver room. So he was supposed to come in. But let's be honest, okay? Stefon Diggs is at the tail end of his career. He's going from team to team, and it just doesn't look good. What is important for you right now? Because you're not showing up to OTAs. I don't care how long you've been playing in this league. I don't care how many stats you've put up. You need to be there with your teammates at OTAs. This is your first season in New England. Why are you not there? There's a new head coach. It's a whole new regime. Please show up. But instead, you want to be on a boat with the ladies. I don't care. Like what y'all are doing on a boat. But you should have been there.
Looked like a lot of fun.
You should have been there with your teammates. And so I beg the question to Stefon, what is important right now? Is it partying with your girlfriend on a boat, in the club, allegedly handing out narcotics? Or is it being a professional football player? Because if it's the latter, then you need to take it seriously. And it doesn't seem like you're taking it seriously right now. And I feel like it's a stain already before the season even started. Mike Vrabel having to answer questions about what you're doing off the field.
Okay. I have several responses to things that you just said. Let me start with the football of it all. Okay. What are the New England Patriots expectations heading into this season?
I don't think they're going to say just skate by. I think they're going to say they want to be competitive. They want to win.
Okay, but what do you believe this team will do this season?
I don't think it's going to be much. I don't think it's going to be much. But if you ask them, we pay you good money and we want to have you come and succeed. And I think the biggest thing, Rodney, is you need to show up. You need to be in the building. I know that it's supposed to be voluntary. You need to be there.
That was my second point. OTAs. OTAs are supposed to be voluntary.
And so voluntary.
Do not.
You know they're not voluntary.
Okay, but that's not right, because the bylaws of the NFLPA, like, this is supposed to be something that is voluntary. So if in fact it is not, then we need to just change the language, because if I don't got to be somewhere, I don't have to be somewhere.
But that's why I started with, he's supposed to be, or people have said that he's a professional, he's a leader in the locker room. If you know that you're new, regardless of how tenured you are, you need to show up and show the younger guys, like, look, yeah, I'm a vet in the game, but I'm still going to show up and be here, even though it's supposed to be voluntary. I'm going to come work out with you all. I'm going to do walkthroughs. I'm going to sit in meetings. I'm going to be an active participant when I'm not even required to do so, because I am that much of a leader in this locker room.
Yeah, but everybody isn't designed to be a leader, though. So we're trying to. I don't think I've ever heard of Stefon Diggs being referenced as a leader of any team. I don't think anybody's referenced him as being a leader of men. I don't know if you saw that video years ago. I believe it was with the Minnesota Vikings, when all his teammates were being asked, who's the one person on the team who you wouldn't let date your sister, and everybody says Stefon Diggs, right? Like, everybody says Stefon Diggs. So. And, again, living in LA and proximity of certain things, you hear whispers of, like, who's moving, how they're moving. And Stefon Diggs moves. He exists in a lot of different spaces. We'll just say that. And so this is really on par with the person that I've always heard that Stefon Diggs was. Now, I want to talk a little bit about what is being alleged to have been the drug paraphernalia that he whipped out. That part, I think, is more alarming than anything because it wasn't just out. He whipped out the alleged substance as if it was a pack of annihilators. Like he whipped it out like it was,
y'all want to
I get it. People party how they party, but boy, you can't be caught on camera whipping out the party favors. I was surprised that of everybody twerking on the boat, we did not get to see Cardi B throwing ass. And as a retired stripper turned world famous superstar, I didn't see that. Can you send me that vid? I didn't get that clip.
No, we did see Cardi on the boat. She was like hidden a little bit, but she's there. I could make out what her bathing suit looked like. You weren't looking hard.
Was she throwing
Yes.
ass? I
couldn't see her head because her head was in the seat cushion on the boat.
Alleged narcotics aside, that's a spot that I want to be. This is supposed to be my lifestyle. I'm up at 7 a.m. We on doing the fumble, and I love it here. But if I could have called out and been on the boat with heads and seat cushions and ass shaking,
if you would have called in sick and I saw you on that boat, what you
would have did?
You're never living that down. You
That's fine.
Never live that down.
I wouldn't have been living it down because I would have been living it up. You understand what I'm saying?
Anyways,
I can only imagine.
You all drop down in the comments and let us know, what did you make of seeing Stefon Diggs on the boat with alleged narcotics with his girlfriend Cardi B? What's more important here? Is it the on the field stuff or the off the field stuff regarding Diggs? We want to hear from you down in the comments. And like Rodney always say, we love you guys. So show us a little love too.